Hello, my name's Lara Williams and I'm the author of the novel Supper Club. Supper Club is a novel about women's relationship with our bodies and with food, and it's also about appetites and the different kinds of appetites. It's narrated by a character called Roberta, who we meet at university, and then we meet again 10 years later, and she's still grappling with some of these ideas. And her and her friend come up with the idea of a supper club, and a supper club is a sort of collective of women who throw wild all-night bacchanalian inspired feasts and eat until they're literally sick. Through the supper club they meet lots of other different women who all have different reasons and different experiences that have kind of led them to crave this kind of transgressive act. By the supper club they see how far they can take that experience. So I'm here in Waterstones, Piccadilly, and I'm going to talk about 3 books which inspired me while I was writing Supper Club. The first of which is Margaret Atwood's The Edible Woman. This is Margaret Atwood's first novel, and it's the first thing that I read after having read The Handmaid's Tale when I was at school, which was quite a sort of important book to me at the time. It's about a character who works as a market researcher, going from door to door and sort of gleaning opinions on different types of products like toothbrushes. And through her work she meets a man called Peter, who she gets engaged to, and following her engagement she finds herself sort of increasingly disassociated from her body, and later finds herself sort of overly identifying with the food on her plate, and is unable to eat it. And the novel ends in this kind of like symbolic and ecstatic moment of gluttony, which is very exciting, and is something I was thinking about when I was writing Supper Club. So my second pick is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This is also Donna Tartt's first novel, and it's about a group of six college students at an elite East Coast school in America, and they're under the thrall of their classics professor, and they're all obsessed with the idea of ancient Greece and with sort of Dionysian way of living, which sort of culminates in this idea of them performing a kind of bacchanalial ritual. It's quite an epic novel, and we explore kind of lots of different characters and why they're drawn to this experience, and it was something I was definitely thinking about when I was writing Supper Club. So to finish off, my third choice is Who Will Run the Frog Hospital by Laurie Moore. It's quite a slim novel, and it's about a woman in her middle age looking back on her friendship when she was at high school with her best friend Sills. It was one of the first novels that I read that I felt kind of really explored the idea of female friendship as this sort of slightly intoxicating but also quite claustrophobic entity. And these are 2 women that sort of need peeling apart, and it explores the various kind of complications and nuances of female friendship, and it's beautifully written and quite a sort of dense, potent novel.